To be able to manage your goals, you need to be able to measure them. So how can I, for example, how can I manage to measure that I've done read 50 books by 24th of December 2018? So when it gets to 24th of December 2018, I tally how many books I've read. If I've read 50, I've measured it, and then you can give yourself milestones as well. Say a quarter of the way through the year, 3 months in, you're like, okay, how many books have I read? And then you can say, all right, so I've read 25 books 6 months in. You're like, oh sweet, I'm on track. So you can measure it. If you're a bit behind, you can speed it up a little bit. Go do a course on Udemy course on how to read quicker. There's always solutions to the problem. So and then if you're ahead of the game, say if you're reading 30 books in six months, you can either ease off or just can keep consistent pace, or even go faster. It's completely measure it. So it's completely up to you. All right. So attainable. So what I mean by that, and we mentioned before, make your goals absolutely massive goals. No, limited by imagination, just think of huge goals. However, they do need to be attainable. So for example, I want to fly to the moon in next week. So that's not attainable. Never say never, unless you're Elon Musk and then you got some massive funding and you can maybe do it in a week, fly to the moon. So make it attainable within reason. But still, you don't have to put limits on it. Who am I to say? If you want to fly to the moon in a week, it's doable. All right, so yeah, just attainable. Relevance. It needs to be relevant to you. Relevant to you is going to match with which we're going to move on to, is your values. So your core values. So what is it relevant? Your goals, they need to be relevant to you. My goals are relevant to me. Your goals might not be relevant to me. So make sure they're focused and relevant to what you need, what you want, and what you want to achieve. So make sure they're relevant. So for example, if your goals are, or if your core values, one of mine is trust, building trust, and another one is kindness. So sharing kindness, being kind. So if I set goals that are not congruent to being kind or building trust, then they're not relevant. So set goals that are relevant to you. For example, if creativity is one of your core values, set goals that are relevant to being creative. If you set a goal that means that you're not going to have time to be creative, then it's not helpful. Is T, time-based. So make sure that the goals that have a set time scale. So A to B. I'm going to start here and I'm going to finish here, B, and there's a time scale in between. So is it going to be in a year? Is it going to be 5 years? Is it going to be 10 years? You could even set a daily goal. What am I going to achieve from 9 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and have it set exactly and set those deadlines. So it's really important. SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T, SMART. Be smart. And one tip that I learned about achieving your goals is by a mentor and friend called Mitch Wan, and the Wan, hashtag the Wan. He said, I was thinking, work hard or work smart. He's like, work smart and hard. The and is really important. Work smart and hard. This guy, he got made, I hope he doesn't mind telling his story. Anyway, he's a great goal setter and great strategist. So he lost his job 7 years ago, and he set a goal. He goes, I've got a problem. I've got no job. I need a solution. So he started his own company 7 years ago, and built it up. He's been doing it for 7 years. He's had no sick days in 7 years. He's a great leader. He goes in every single morning to be a leader for his staff. He didn't pay himself for over 3 years, and he's built it from one person to 80 staff, 4 managers, and it's very, very profitable, and it's growing. He's starting to reward himself. So, and he's really into cars. His passion is cars. He owns a McLaren 650 Spider and an Audi I think it's an R8. Once you've achieved your goals, and everyone is going to achieve their goals, is reward yourself for your small wins. So if you achieve something, give yourself a bit of a, get yourself something nice, give yourself a nice experience, and then it keeps that motivation going. So I just smash into strategy once we've focused on it. We've done the goals. Write down your goals in a journal, so have that with you, start writing them down. Small things to start with, for example, make your bed in the morning, small task in the morning, and that's one goal that you've achieved, done. Then it builds onto the next tasks. Set yourself little mini challenges. For me, I give myself a cold shower in the morning. It's a little challenge, it wakes me up. I had one before this, and yeah, it's pretty good. Maybe get up 5 minutes earlier in the morning to create a bit more time. Time is more valuable than money. And Winston Churchill said, never give up. Dopamine, it keeps you going. It's a good pleasure neurotransmitter. Old dopamine, so good. It's good stuff, and you'll get that you'll keep getting the dopamine kicks as you reward yourself. All right, energy management, more important than time management. We focus on that. Accountability. Tell your friends. All right, so let's move on to strategy. So I'm gonna smash through this because we've kind of done half an hour already, and I was only gonna do 20 minutes. I've got to get prepared for my XnForce presentation today in the morning. What is strategy? Strategy is it's effectively a plan. It's a plan of action to get you towards your goals. So the problem is people have goals, which is great. Sometimes they don't have strategy, and if you don't have a strategy, it's less likely for you to achieve your goals. So they work really well together. Strategy it's a dynamic action plan. And it's focused on a long-term outcome, and with focusing on what specifically you're going to do and what you're not going to do. So it keeps you really focused, and also it's really important to because this could be long-term. This could be a 10-year goal, 5-year, 3-year, 1 year. Things change, life happens. The economy changes, peaks and troughs. Different leaders come into power, different decisions are made, and you can't predict the future. You can create it, you cannot predict it. So it's really important to be dynamic and be adaptable. So what I mean by that is by constantly adjusting. So you might have to adjust certain things. It's an analogy from a mentor of mine, Marco, and it's a great one that stuck with me, is imagine you're flying a plane, you've got a plane, and the plane knows it starts in the airport, say on Brisbane, and then it goes to wants to go to London. It knows its destination, A to B, Brisbane to London. It has to constantly adjust, slight little adjustments to keep on track. It might have to go a bit lower, a bit higher, bit of turbulence, adjust. However, if you make slight adjustments to your goals and your strategy, you will definitely get to your destination. You just have to be a bit dynamic, take a bit of action, and solve problems as you go. So. And also, Benjamin Franklin said, failing to plan is planning to fail. So you need a plan. This is what I was going to give you. This it's called RPM. It's a strategy map that you can use. It'll really help you to get to your goals. So what is it? It's results, purpose, massive action plan, RPM. So this is a strategy that I use, and it's here. I'll show you mine. If you can see it. Probably backwards. Basically, that's my RPM plan. I've got that every day. You start with your purpose. It's effectively your why. So what is your purpose for achieving your goal? What is the result you want? And you write it down specifically. What's your result? What do you want to achieve? Okay, by next year, for example, one of mine is I want to get to 12% body fat, and then another one is I want to get 10 clients for XnForce by the 24th of December 2018. So really specific, and so you start with your results. So that's the result. Here we go. What's my results? 10 clients by 24th December 2018. Here we go. What's the purpose? What's my purpose? I'm writing it down here. Legacy, passion, freedom, choice. That's my purpose. And also I want a legacy. I want to provide something when I'm gone, I'm going to reach 100. But after I'm dead, I want my legacy to remain for my son, to carry on, to learn. Something I've created that's still around after I've gone. Legacy, passion, energy. I'm really I want to help so many people, and XnForce is going to be a vehicle that's going to help us do that. After you've set your results, you do your purpose. You write that down, which is your comes from your core values and what you want to achieve, and why. Most importantly, why? What is your purpose? And then you move to massive action plan. So you can set goals, you can have strategy, but if you don't take any action, nothing's going to happen. You can think about it. You can think, oh no, this I'm gonna keep thinking about it. But it's good. That's good. You need to take action. So you write down your massive action plan. So what specific actions are you going to take to get towards results? So for example, for XnForce, to get 10 clients, what do I need to do? I need to network. I need to consistently network. I need to go for meetings with people, set meetings up, do things like this, just to put get the word out there. So what do I need to do? I need to cold call up businesses, cold call. It's tough, but it needs to be done. So I was doing a bit of that. So cold calling, networking, do it at work, offer to give free value. So give value. Another little tip: give value before receiving it. Give value without even an expectation of return. It's really important. And then branding. So I'm going to do branding, advertising. I'm doing an event, which I'm doing an event today, and also practice your craft. So that's a massive action plan. And also, I've put meditation on there as well, because that's really important. It creates time to think and be creative, and create space to be present and really focus on what's important, because it's really easy to get you start the day, I've got this to do, I've got this to do, this to do, and then you lose track of why you're here and what you're doing. It's really important to center yourself. Do a bit of, even if it's 1 minute, 5 minute, 20-minute meditation. It really helps to chill yourself out and really focus on what's important. Even right now, even if you take a deep breath. Sometimes I have to do it because I get a bit excited. You might be able to tell. I just go, just exhale, and it really kind of centers you. RPM method. So a massive action plan. You prioritize your actions. So the massive action plan that you do in MAP. So for example, what's most important? So I do cold calling and networking is really important. So I put them at the top. That must do. And then you have you'd like to do, for example, branding, and then you put it second down the list. And then creating a bit of space, time for thinking time. I want to create a 20 minutes thinking time to think of solutions and ideas. That's possibly I'd like to do. And then you add leverage. So who or what or how can you leverage to reach those goals? So for example, can you get your friend, or can you get a business partner, or can you hire someone? If you need to clean the house, but it's going to take you 2 hours, 3 hours to clean the house, but it's going to cost you $80 or $40 to $100 to get it. It's going to cost you money to get it done. However, if you could use those 3 hours to create more money or create more value to get towards your goals, your actions to get towards your results with this strategy, then leverage it. And that's just one example. So you could ask someone, you could pay someone to do a task for you that's not the best use of your time. So you focus on your strengths of what you want to achieve and what your skill sets are and what your strengths are. Focus on that. That will get you to your goals quicker, stronger, with a better strategy, rather than you not wasting your time, but you're not prioritizing your time most effectively. You could get someone else to do it, and then it'll free up more time. Time's limited. And then after you've leveraged, this is really important as well. Last thing you do on the RPM plan is to schedule your time, those specific time slots. So you've prioritized what you're going to do, and you've put them the tasks you need to do. You add them into your schedule, and you can do that. I do that with Google Calendar. So I schedule exactly what time. All right, I'm going to cold call this amount of people at this exact time, and it pops up reminder on my Google Calendar. All right, cool. And then you do it. And then once you get in the habit of doing it, you do these small tiny actions every single day, or when the schedule pops up, and you get it done. And if you keep completing these actions, there's only one result is to achieve the result with purpose, with your why. So this is really powerful. RPM, results, purpose, massive action plan. So quick review. Start the results, write the results you want, write your goal you want. Then go to purpose, write your purpose. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? What is your why? What is your purpose? Then write your massive action plan. What actions, specific actions you're going to take to get there, and then write, prioritize them. Prioritize the actions. What is the most important thing you're going to do? What's the second important thing you're going to do? What's the must do, like to do, could do, and then leverage. See what you can leverage. See what you can outsource or leverage to be more effective use of your time to get towards your goal. And then lastly, most importantly, schedule those prioritized tasks into your schedule. Google Calendar, write goal setting and strategy mapping. I really appreciate your time, and thanks for listening. If you have any questions or any suggestions for the future, let us know. And remember, never give up. You need to take action. Never give up. And we're gonna, in this community, we're gonna keep ourselves accountable and really keep motivating each other, help set our goals. And this is an awesome opportunity for us to share our goals, remain accountable, and keep each other going, because it's a marathon, not a sprint, and this is awesome. All right, guys, I'm off to prepare for this morning for XnForce. So yeah, check it out, exnforce.com. And if you feel like you got a bit of value from this, I'd really appreciate if you guys could share exnforce.com. If you could just share exnforce.com on your pages, that'd be awesome. All right, evening. Set your goals and let's make ourselves accountable, and we are gonna absolutely smash it and help so many people. All right, peace.